They say a man dies twice: first when his heart stops beating, and second when he can no longer get hard. It sounds dramatic, doesn't it? But for millions of men over 60, that second death comes long before the first. Not with chest pain, not with memory loss, but with something far more subtle and far more personal. What if I told you that the very first warning sign of your declining health might be showing up in your pants? That strange, tight sensation, that weak response during arousal, that cramp-like pressure you sometimes feel deep down in your groin. It's not your imagination. It's not just aging. It's your blood vessels sounding the alarm. And if you ignore it, you're not just risking your sex life, you're slowly starving your manhood from the inside out. My name is Dr. Mohit Kara. I'm a board-certified medical doctor and men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping men reclaim their vitality, boost their confidence, and restore intimate connection naturally without relying on pills, needles, or risky procedures. And today, I want to share something that every man over 60 not only deserves to hear, but urgently needs to understand. Because what if the solution didn't come from a pharmacy, but from your fridge? You see, most men blame aging. They think what's happening to their penis is inevitable, but the truth is far more hopeful because it's far more preventable. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how. I'm going to walk you through the top 3 scientifically proven foods that can prevent blood flow cramps, restore healthy circulation to the penis, and help you feel strong, solid, and confident again, often in just a matter of days. And one of them works so quickly you might notice the difference before the week is out. But before we dive in, if you're a man in your 60s, 70s, or even beyond, and you want to strengthen your erections, restore your stamina, and take back full control of your body and your manhood, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I promise you this channel is for you. And if you find this message resonates, leave a 1 in the comments below. If it doesn't, type 0 and let me know how I can serve you better. Now let's get into the first food that can change everything. 1. Beets. The circulation charger. I'll be honest, for years I never paid much attention to beets. I thought they were just colorful root vegetables you saw in salads. But what I've learned, especially from the results I've seen in my older male patients, completely changed my mind. I started noticing a pattern. Men who were regularly including beets in their diet, whether through juice salads or even roasted with dinner, were reporting firmer erections, longer stamina, and less of that tight, crampy pressure during arousal. It wasn't a coincidence. You see, beets are incredibly rich in natural nitrates. Your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a crucial molecule responsible for relaxing and opening up your blood vessels. And guess where that matters most? You guessed it, your penis. When nitric oxide levels are high, blood flows freely, erections come more easily, stamina improves. But here's the catch: after age 60, your nitric oxide production drops dramatically. That's when many men start feeling off, less aroused, less firm, less confident. They don't know why, but they feel it. That's not just age, that's a signal. And beets can help reverse it. Think of nitric oxide like oil for your vascular system. And beets, they're the fuel that helps your body make more of it. With more nitric oxide, your blood vessels, including the tiny ones in your groin, soften, expand, and circulate blood the way they did years ago. And no, it doesn't take a complete diet overhaul. A simple glass of beet juice in the morning, or tossing some roasted beets on your plate a few nights a week. That's it. No side effects, no sudden blood pressure crashes, just natural biological support, exactly what your body is asking for. And just when you thought that was surprising, wait until you hear about this next fruit. Most men throw it away, not realizing it contains a compound nearly identical to what's found in prescription erection pills. Let's talk about the unexpected power of watermelon. 2. Watermelon, the blood flow booster. To most of us, watermelon is just a summertime snack, something sweet and refreshing on a hot afternoon. But what if I told you the part most people toss in the trash? The white rind holds one of nature's most powerful tools for male sexual health. That tool is called citrulline, an amino acid found in high concentrations in the pale inner rind of watermelon. And citrulline is a natural vasodilator, which means it helps your blood vessels relax and widen, very similar to how pharmaceutical erection medications work. But unlike those synthetic pills, watermelon doesn't force your system. It supports it gently, naturally, and effectively. Here's what's fascinating. As we age, blood vessels in the penis tend to narrow and lose flexibility. That's why arousal can begin to feel forced or even uncomfortable. Some men describe it as a dull tightness, a pressure that builds in the groin. I call that penile blood flow, cramping. And citrulline is one of the best ways to ease it. One of my patients, a man in his late 60s, started blending watermelon, both the red flesh and the white rind, into a smoothie every morning. Within 2 weeks, he told me he was waking up with stronger morning erections. But more importantly, he felt less tension during intimacy. No more awkward pressure, no more discomfort, just natural, confident performance. And this didn't involve any pills or awkward doctor visits. Just a blender. And a watermelon. You can try it too. Next time you slice a watermelon, don't throw away the white part. Toss it into your smoothie, or even freeze it for later. It might just be the most powerful part of the fruit. And there's still one more food you need to know about. One that works deep in your circulatory system, cooling inflammation and keeping blood flowing strong where it matters most. Let's move to food number 3. It may surprise you. So we've seen how watermelon, especially its overlooked white rind, can naturally ease blood flow issues and bring back the kind of firmness most men thought they'd lost for good. But don't stop there, because there's one more food Tiny Humble often tossed aside that might be the final missing link in your circulation puzzle. It's not a fruit, it's not a vegetable, but it might just be your penis's best friend. Let's talk about it now. Pumpkin seeds, the erection mineral mine. If there's one snack I wish every man over 60 kept in his kitchen, it's this one pumpkin seeds. These little green seeds may look unassuming, but they pack a potent punch when it comes to keeping your erections strong, your blood flowing, and your confidence high. Most people scoop them out of pumpkins and toss them in the trash without a second thought. But here's what you need to know. Pumpkin seeds are one of the most powerful natural tools for restoring male performance. And most men have no idea. Why are they so special? Because they contain 3 critical nutrients. Your penis depends on magnesium, zinc, and arginine. Each of these plays a key role in your sexual health. Magnesium helps relax and expand blood vessels. This is vital for reducing that uncomfortable tightness or cramping sensation some men feel during arousal. It's what I call penile cramping, a feeling of deep tension or internal pressure that's not quite pain, but still enough to ruin the moment. Zinc is the lifeblood of testosterone production. As you age, your natural levels of testosterone decline. Zinc helps protect and maintain those levels, keeping your energy, libido, and mood more stable. Arginine is an amino acid that supports nitric oxide production, the same compound we discussed with beets and watermelon. It helps blood vessels open wide and stay flexible, ensuring blood flows freely into the penile tissue when you need it most. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, a retired Air Force officer in his early 70s, came to me frustrated. Not because he lacked desire, his libido was fine, but because during intimacy, he felt a persistent pressure in his groin. Not sharp pain, just a strange nagging tension he couldn't ignore. After a thorough evaluation, I suggested something simple: start eating just 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds daily, toss them into his morning smoothie, sprinkle them over oatmeal, snack on them during the afternoon. What happened? Within 3 weeks, the tension was gone. His morning wood returned, and most importantly, he felt like himself again. He didn't change anything else in his lifestyle, just this one habit. That's the power of proper nourishment. Pumpkin seeds are easy to add to your day. No special preparation, no fancy supplements, just real food doing what your body was always meant to do: heal and restore from the inside out. Will the results be instant? Probably not. But will they be lasting? Absolutely, if you stay consistent. Here's something even more exciting: why these 3 foods work better together. You've now discovered 3 powerhouse foods: beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds. Each one works on its own to improve circulation, but when used together, that's when the magic happens. I call it the circulation trifecta. Think of it like a three-man team. Beets kick things off by boosting nitric oxide, opening blood vessels, and laying the foundation for strong circulation. Watermelon, rich in citrulline, soothes those delicate penile arteries and quiets the subtle spasms that interfere with erections. Pumpkin seeds are the fuel. They provide the raw minerals magnesium, zinc, and arginine your body needs to actually sustain the blood flow and hormonal support long-term. It's like rebuilding a house. Beets are the blueprint. Watermelon pours the foundation. Pumpkin seeds bring in the bricks and nails to finish the job. And together, they don't just add their benefits, they multiply them. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, and even early 80s turn things around within weeks, not years. They didn't take prescriptions, they didn't spend thousands. They just committed to this natural daily rhythm. And best of all, it doesn't take willpower. It takes intention. Just a few consistent habits and your body does the rest. Now I know what you're probably thinking. How exactly do I use these foods? When should I eat them? Can I blend them together? Is there a specific method to get the fastest results? Don't worry. In the next part, I'll walk you step by step through a simple daily plan you can follow starting tomorrow. It's easy, it's realistic, and you just might start feeling the difference in days, not months. Let's get into it. Now that you've seen what these powerful foods can do here, comes the part that truly transforms knowledge into results, creating a daily rhythm you can stick to without stress, guesswork, or complicated prep. Let's be honest, understanding which foods to eat and why they work is one thing, but making them a habit. That's where most men hit a wall. They either overthink it, get overwhelmed, or tell themselves they'll start tomorrow. The problem is tomorrow turns into next week, and then nothing changes. But it doesn't have to be that way. If you've been wondering, how do I actually do this without flipping my life upside down, don't worry. You're not alone, and you're not expected to become a nutrition expert overnight. That's exactly why I've created a simple 7-day action plan to bring everything you've learned together in a way that's realistic, repeatable, and easy to follow. There's no guesswork, no expensive supplements, no cooking classes, just clear, direct steps to help you feel a difference sometimes in as little as 1 week. Your 7-day action plan starts here. Morning routine. Beet juice. Kickstart. Start your day with a small glass of beet juice on an empty stomach. Just 4 to 6 ounces is enough. This step helps trigger your body's nitric oxide production early in the day, giving your circulation the boost it needs to get moving. Think of it as waking up your arteries. Mid-morning watermelon smoothie rind. Included, a few hours after breakfast, make a quick watermelon smoothie. Here's the key. Don't throw away the white rind. It's packed with citrulline, the compound that helps relax blood vessels and reduce silent tension in your groin. Blend the red flesh and the white rind together with a few ice cubes. It's cooling, hydrating, and deeply therapeutic. Not in the mood for blending? Even eating fresh watermelon slices with some rind still attached will do the job. Afternoon snack. A handful of pumpkin seeds. Later in the afternoon, grab a small handful, about 1 tablespoon of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. These don't require any cooking or prep. Just keep a small container on your desk, kitchen counter, or in your bag. These little seeds are nutritional gold. Behind the scenes, they're working hard to supply your body with zinc for testosterone, magnesium for relaxing blood vessels, and arginine for nitric oxide support. All of these together fuel the mechanisms that support stronger, more reliable erections. Hydration plus gentle movement. As simple as this plan is, it works best when paired with 2 other key habits. Drink water throughout the day, your blood can't flow without it, and move your body gently. You don't need a gym membership. A 15-minute walk, stretching, or even light chores around the house all count. And here's something men rarely hear: take a quiet moment each morning to remind yourself why this matters. You're not just eating differently, you're rebuilding. You're not just surviving the years, you're reclaiming them. Let that thought sink in for a second. This isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up. Your body isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for rhythm consistency, and that's what this plan gives you. It sets the tempo for renewal, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. Because let's face it, your energy, your vitality, your confidence, they're all connected. And when you support one, the others follow. But we're not done yet. While this daily food plan lays the physical foundation, there's one final message I want to share with you, something deeper. Because at the end of the day, this journey isn't only about nutrients or erections, it's about reclaiming a part of yourself that's been quietly fading. And that message is coming up next. Don't miss it.